Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Ielts Winner. Hope you are doing fine. And today we are going to show you the second test of Ielts listening spelling practice. So we are going to listen to some words and you need to listen it and write it. And then sentences and then some of the recording related to listening. These exercises will help you to increase your listening power and your spellings. So let's start. Don't forget to subscribe to Ielts Practice World as well as Ielts Winners. And our new batch for the Ielts group is starting. So if you want to enroll, do message me on WhatsApp. And if you want the latest sample answers of the Q card of September to December 2021 from Makkar, message me for the PDF. So let's start and listen to the questions. You will hear 10 words. It will be repeated twice. You need to listen very carefully and write down. And you can check your answers after the practice. So let's begin. Number 1. Weird. Weird. Number 2. Definitely. Definitely. Number 3. Wednesday. Wednesday. Number 4. Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. Number 5. Curriculum. Curriculum. Number 6. Complain. Complain. Number 7. Catalog. Catalog. Number 8. Professor. Professor. Number 9. Extensive. Extensive. And number 10. Convenience. Convenience. Now you can pause the video and check your answers. These are the 10 words that you heard. Now you can check your spelling and see which phonetic word you are not able to recognize. So pause the video and start. Now let's listen to 10 sentences and you should write exactly what you hear. The sentences will be repeated twice. So listen carefully and try to get as many words correct as possible. So let's begin with the first one. Australia is the first AIDS-free country in the world. Australia is the first AIDS-free country in the world. Number 2, walking, cycling and mass transportation can reduce vehicular pollution. Walking, cycling and mass transportation can reduce vehicular pollution. Number 3, German government has phased out nuclear energy from energy basket. German government has phased out nuclear energy from energy basket. Number 5, plummeting prices of solar panel has become the boon for India. Plummeting prices of the solar panel has become the boon for India. Number 6, innovation in renewable sources of energy has made coal obsolete in energy basket. Innovation in renewable sources of energy has made coal obsolete in energy basket. Number 7, recently Zika virus has detected in Miami, Florida. Recently, Zika virus has detected in Miami, Florida. Number 8, the Parliament has ratified the bill on goods and service taxes. The Parliament has ratified the bill on goods and service taxes. Number 9. Canonization ceremony of Mother Teresa was conducted at Vatican. Canonization ceremony of Mother Teresa was conducted at Vatican. Number 10. Due to tension on border, Indian Defence Minister has cancelled his foreign tour. Due to tension on border, Indian Defence Minister has cancelled his foreign tour. After writing all the answers, you can check your answers, and then there are 3 more practice exercises that you can do where you need to listen to the recording and answer true, false or choose the correct options, and their answers are at the end of video. So complete the whole test to not only improve your listening skill but also improve your spelling skills. Do subscribe, like and share our video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Joining me this evening on Theater Hour is the recent winner of the New York Times Actress of the Year Award, Jenny Longton. She's currently appearing on Broadway in the spectacular musical Daydreams. Jenny, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Dennis. It's a pleasure to be here.
Your life has been rather hectic recently, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yes. I haven't had time to take a breath, honestly, for about 6 months.
Tell us what you're up to.
Well, Daydreams has been running for 3 months now, but I've been working non-stop since I began working on my new movie.
Ah, yes. This is quite a departure for you, isn't it?
Inasmuch as I have never worked in cinema before, yes, it is. I have found it a very rewarding experience.
Very different challenges compared to the theater work.
Oh, totally. But that's been the great thing. From the audition to when we began shooting, it's just been a steep learning curve for me. You don't have time to sit down and think, what am I doing here? I belong in a little theater in Kansas.
Tell us something about this movie.
Well, everyone knows Tom Cruise plays the lead role, but it's a team performance, to tell you the truth. Yeah, Tom is our quarterback, but he has great support all across the field.
What position are you in this football team?
Me? Oh, I carry the sponge to the injured guys. No, seriously, I play one of Tom's wives. I don't want to give too much away, spoil things for the listeners. But Tom isn't exactly a good guy in this movie. He treats me pretty bad and plays around with my head a fair bit.
What was Tom Cruise like to work with?
Oh, listen. You know, you get all these up-and-coming actors and people who just gush away at the big stars and say how wonderful they are. But with Tom, it's been great. He put me at ease from the first take, and you don't ever feel starstruck or, well, that's not exactly true. I was a little in awe on day one. We were out in the desert in Arizona, and I just wanted to ask Tom for his autograph. What an amateur! But he makes it simple, and that was the key for me.
Now, you say you don't want to give too much away, but you could give us a little taster, couldn't you?
Oh, sure. This is a superb, dark mystery in the great tradition of cinema. Leaves you guessing right until the final frame. A lot of twists and turns in the plot. And, I gotta say, some great cinematography, too. I just mentioned Arizona, but we've been moving around in a lot of great areas like Texas, Montana, Oregon, and so on.
Sounds like a bit of a road movie.
Ha! No, but Tom is moving around a lot in the story, mainly to get away from me.
Has the title been confirmed or a release date yet?
The movie is going to be called Choices, and we are looking at a release date around Christmas.
How do you fit in the filming with your work on Daydreams? It can't be possible, can it?
I didn't think so either. What we did was to do my location shots at the start of filming before Daydreams started. Now I am filming either in New York or a little in Chicago, too.
So, you are commuting between New York and Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't sound...
Well, I mean, it's not ideal. I miss Grace, and Larry isn't...
Your daughter and husband.
Yes. Being married with a child doesn't easily allow for you to be getting up at 5 in the morning for a flight to O'Hare. But we all know this is what I've wanted to do since I can't remember when.
A worthwhile sacrifice, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, sure. The Chicago scenes are almost done now anyway, so I'll be in the Big Apple in a month until the end of shooting.
Now, if we can just switch subjects a little.
Mm-hmm.
You raked up a lot of controversy recently when you criticized Broadway's policy on using women in major productions. Were you surprised at people's reactions to that?
In what way exactly?
Well, it was said you were biting the hand that was feeding you and...
That wasn't fair.
You don't think so?
It was like I was supposed to keep quiet just because I worked there. Come on, get real. I work there, so I have more right than anyone else to make the observations I did. You notice I called them observations and not criticisms.
Observations that were quite, critical.
I am far from being a lone voice in stating this opinion. It just happens that I'm well known, starring in a current musical, performing now in this movie with a star like Tom Cruise, and now the press are interested in what I have to say. Was this point any less valid 2 years ago when I made it?
Which you did.
Oh, yeah, I can find you the article, or rather the square inch that my comments appeared in. Look, I think women are getting a raw deal on Broadway currently, and I would like to see something done to ensure the huge array of very talented female performers at our disposal are given the chance to shine. That's all I want, a level playing field for everyone.
If there are changes to these policies, will you still be around on Broadway or sipping champagne in Hollywood?
Oh, no, my heart will always be on the stage. Doing this movie has given me a new aspect to my professional life, but I would never leave that behind. The theater side of me, I mean.
Jenny Longton, as always, it's been great speaking with you. The best of luck with all your projects, and come back and see us as soon as possible.
Thanks for having me on the show, Dennis.
Hi, it's Anna, isn't it?
Hey, Peter, how are you? I haven't seen you for ages.
Yeah, I think it was 4 years ago at Kathy's graduation party. Do you still see her?
I saw her last week, in fact. She's just had a baby.
Oh, wow. I can't believe that. Kathy, a mother.
I can't believe how different you look.
Do you think so?
Yeah, you've changed your hairstyle completely. You used to have really long hair, didn't you?
Yeah. I got tired of washing and brushing it 5 times a day.
And of course, you used to have a beard. You've shaved that off too.
Hey, that's true. I haven't had a beard for at least 3 years now.
And where are your glasses? You've stopped wearing your glasses with the red frames.
Oh, they were terrible. I can't believe you can still remember them. I wear contact lenses now.
They were so you, those glasses. So, what else is different with you?
Well, I've changed my job too. You remember I used to work in the bookstore?
Yeah.
Well, I've another job now and it's a lot better.
What do you do now?
I work for a computer software company in the city. The pay is great and the job is pretty interesting too.
That sounds terrific. What about Benji?
Benji? Who's he?
Don't tell me you've forgotten about that old Volkswagen you used to drive around in.
Benji? Wow! I can't believe you remembered. I've bought a new car now and it doesn't have a name. So what about you? What's changed in your life since we last saw each other?
Very little, actually. I've moved into a new apartment on the other side of town. That place I used to live in was just too small and cramped for me.
But you live so close to your job.
Yeah, well, I've changed my job too, just like you. Now, I work for my father in the sales department, so I'm pretty close to the office.
Look, I've got to hurry off now, but it's been great talking to you. What do you say? Shall we meet up for dinner or a drink this week and catch up on old times?
Absolutely. Here's my home number. You can reach me anytime after 7.
Okay, I'll call in a day or two and we'll get something together. Bye for now, Anna.
Bye, Peter.
I love working in the music business. It's so interesting and every day is different. The first thing I do every day is I check my email messages. Many fans write emails to me and I like reading what they write to me. I write a couple of replies to my fans and then I surf around on some music websites to see what the music journalists say about me. Then I leave the house and go to a small French cafe for breakfast. London is a very busy city and I enjoy relaxing with my cup of coffee and I watch the world go by while I read my newspaper and a couple of music magazines. I usually only eat a pastry with my coffee. I never feel hungry in the morning. At about 11 o'clock, my car arrives and takes me to the studio, which is about 10 miles outside the city. I meet the other members of the band and we drink a cup of coffee together and talk about the ideas we have for the day in the studio. We never start working in the studio until about midday. Usually, we begin with the problems of the previous day. At about 3 in the afternoon, we stop for lunch, but sometimes we continue recording if we have some good ideas. Because I'm the singer in the group, I must be careful with my voice. I never sing if I feel tired, and I drink a lot of water during the day. For the last couple of hours, until about 6 p.m., I don't sing, but I help the rest of the group with the music. I go back to London by car and arrive home at about 6:30 or 7. Sometimes I have an interview on the TV, which is always really interesting for me. I meet my boyfriend Peter, and we go to eat a tasty meal in a restaurant. He loves foreign food, so we often go and eat in an Indian or Greek restaurant or something similar. I never go to bed too late, as I don't want to be too tired for the studio.